which I think will be fun. And like I said, if you have any other questions, let me know. Yeah, let me know. It's good to see you all. Let me know if you have any questions. We have 2 minutos. Hello, David Reagan. Hello, Olivia. Hello, Pisuk. Hello, Aran, Stus, Juan. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all here. When is your next call? In 1 minute. 1 minuto, if they show up. I do not like when you don't show up. It's very annoying. It's okay if you tell me, because that's life, but you have to tell me for sure. But I think everybody will kind of show up. I think that's what is going to happen. What's up, Instagram? Hello, everybody. 30 people on Instagram. Hello, everybody on Instagram. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope it doesn't look as blurry for you as it does for me. Wow, I have more people on Instagram than TikTok. It's never happened before. Okay. Alrighty then. Hello, what's up, Isaac boys? Good to see you, Isaac, again. Isaac has been consistent. If I already told you I'm going to their ID camp, do I need to update them again closer to camp? Yeah, update 1 week before. 1 week before camp, let them know. Okay, we're about to get on this call. Let's do it.
Recording in progress.
How many calls do I have today? Today we have 12 phone calls. 12 people want to talk to me today. We have one every 15 minutes. What to do if colleges aren't responding to my emails? I keep emailing, no response. Oh, and that means there's something wrong with your email. You're not a good soccer player, or your highlight video is wrong. It's one of those 3 things, and I don't know which one it is. So for me to help you, I need to see it. So give me a call. Then I can look at it and try and figure out what the problem is. Okay. I don't see them on the Zoom yet, so I'm going to send them a text real quick. Mr. Ganella, are you there?
Yep.
I have a favor to ask you. Are you near your phone?
Yeah, I do have my phone.
Can you go on TikTok? I'm live on TikTok, and people are asking questions. Do you mind helping me answer some of them?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try calling them real quick. Okay. Try one more time. Hello, everybody. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to lose you, TikTok, so just give me a second. Okay. Guys, a guy named Robert Ganella works for me. He's one of my former students. He now helps kids play college soccer. While I'm on the call here, he's going to answer your questions. If you also click the link in the bio, you'll see that there's a Discord. And we can try and answer some of your questions there too while I'm on these calls. But this person did not show up, unfortunately, which is very annoying. So, Mirza. So because of that, we have a little bit of time. Rob, are you still there? Yeah. So Rob, I'm gonna have you do two things here. You ready for this craziness? You're on TikTok on your phone, right?
Yep.
Okay, I want you to go to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to go to Twitch.
TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Okay.
TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. And
Same thing on all those.
I'm live on all of them.
God.
I'm also live on Instagram, but I can do that one. If you guys have these people all have questions, what topics are we going to talk about? Okay. Robert Cannell is answering some of your questions on TikTok, so hopefully I'll get a hang of it. If you want to submit your video for review, Soccer Dude, for example, while I'm live and only when I'm live, is a Discord channel that you can click on. I think. Let me check here. Okay, yeah. There's a Discord channel that you can click on. Let's see here. There's a Discord channel you can click on where you can get help for free and submit your videos. And you can get help from the community and everything else. So that's the best way I can help you while I'm on the calls. If I have a break from my calls, then I can answer some of your questions. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. So if you have questions, you can just go to the link in the bio and you can find all the things you need in order to call me, which is how I can help you. Okay, I can't believe this person didn't show up. Oh, yeah. So Rob, while you're here with me, I'm going to put you to work and he'll answer some questions. I sent my video link in the CSG community. Can you see it? Okay, Soccer Dude. Rob, do me a favor. Can you go to the Discord, the CSG community chat?
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to review the video with me.
Got it. 1 second.
Take your time. I put you on a lot of pages at the minute.
Yeah, I signed up for Twitch. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. Don't worry about that one. I think there's only one person on Twitch, so don't worry about it. YouTube. I'm a freshman that is going to start varsity and also play travel, but don't have any ECNL nearby. What should I do other than make film? You should go to local ID camps, Isaac. Local ID camps. Who on the team staff should you be emailing? Always email the head coach and CC everyone else. Always. Hey, hi. Should I stay and play 6-tier league? I don't know. We only help with college soccer. Okay. Thank you, Rob. Very good job. Good job answering those questions. Excellent.
I'm pulling up the Discord. Is it in the link in your bio on TikTok?
The Discord is, but I'll just give it to you through the Zoom chat real quick.
All right.
This is the free. Save this link while you bookmark it. It's the free Discord. So you've got the. Don't make sure you know the difference, okay? Because you don't want to get them mixed up.
I bookmarked it.
They're pretty obviously different, to be fair. So here, not the year. I've seen your video like 10 times. So book a call with me. I've seen your video many times. You're a good soccer player. Book a call. Okay, thanks. I really appreciate you guys helping out. You're welcome, Mr. Soccer Dude. Let's see. What to do if you already have unofficial offers? What do you mean by unofficial? Like they told you to. What does unofficial mean? Germany is playing right now. I could put it in the background, I think. Will I get in trouble with? Wonder if I could watch it. I think I could watch it. I could watch the Euros with you guys. I think. I'm pretty sure I can. Anyone on Instagram? Let's see here. Here we go. Instagram had a question here. This is from Uche10. Is there any trail for someone who just finished college football and want to play on higher level? There is one, but I don't help with that. I just do college soccer. What's the best camp to be seen by Ivy League schools? Masters ID Camp, 60, and Harvard Clinic. Those are the best. Is there any way I can play MLS EA without having to pay so much? Probably there are MLS teams that pay for you, but if cost is the issue, then focus on your club team and local ID camps. Yo, what's good? What's good, Zach? Okay, I think I answered everyone on Instagram there. Very good. Will soccer athletes get scholarship offer for transfer? It's possible. You don't just get one, but you can earn one. I made a new one with a lot of new clips and also coaches reference and new team as well. Soccer Dude. Okay, you got my curiosity. I'm going to look at it. I'm looking at it right now. So I'm on the Discord looking at it. I unfortunately cannot show any of you what I'm looking at because I might be able to show. Let's see here. I think there might be a way for me to show it on demonstration. Screen share. Here we go. If you're live watching me on YouTube or Twitch or Instagram, then you could see what I'm looking at. Otherwise, you couldn't because TikTok yells at me when I watch YouTube, unfortunately. So we can look at this together. Why is there this donation thing? Okay. All right. So we're going to look at this video together. So first of all, he's a 2025, 4.2, 150 pounds. He plays fourth tier. You need to spell UPSL. Perfect. Good job. I still want my self-interview. Where's my self-interview? Accolades. Okay, I like these accolades. Look at this. Youngest player to play UPSL, trained in Charlotte, invited on trial with USL 1. That's a really good resume there, Mr. Anant. I like that a lot. Good first clip. Against Charlotte FC U20. Great job to put that at the bottom. Good job. Nice. Good defending, I think, in this moment. You look like a grown-up. Good tackle. This is Anant, your semi-professional debut at 15 years old. Very cool. USL 2. Versus Charlotte Eagles. That's a big deal. It's a very big deal, mister. I played against Charlotte Eagles myself, actually. That's a very big deal. Really cool. Super cool video. I know we've worked together in the past. Super cool video. You've improved a lot. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. CSA National Academy UPSL. Okay, so I've watched a minute's worth, which is about what coaches will watch. Their first thing, their instinct is going to be, this is a good highlight video, but I need to see an every touch video in a really competitive game. So like in the USL 2 game, where I know you only had a couple touches, but you still made your debut. I really like that a lot. And then when you write your email, you should write an email mentioning your debut, and I'm sure you're probably doing those things. So this is very good. We've worked together in the past. Give me a call. We can try and sort you out more customized. If my son plays junior college, is it mandatory that he plays 2 years? No, you can play 1 year and leave. You definitely can play 1 year. We have another student that's going to do that this year. What do you do if you already have unofficial offers? Is ODP necessary? ODP is not necessary, but recommended. My Euro predictions, USA. Just kidding. I'm watching Germany right now, and they look unbelievable, but they are playing against Scotland. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do this. Rob, since we're waiting, I think, how much more time do we have? Do we have another call here? We have until 2 p.m. So 15 minutes. So what we're going to do, Rob, is let's split each other up. So Rob, why don't you handle, if anything, actually, Rob, just watch me for right now. Eventually, remember I told you, if you end up doing that other TikTok page I told you about, you'll do a version of this where you would have them.
This I'm cool with, like going live and then answering people's questions.
Cool. So we could have you start going live pretty soon. The goal would be, we want you guys to call us because that's the way we can actually help any of you in a real way. Although we're going to answer your questions as best we can. Just the reality is that. There, I'm back. Cool. Okay, there we go. All right, 2 minutos. I'm gonna text him. Be a hell of a day. Had a bunch of calls on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, and then Zev, so if I want to connect like you to my previous two clubs, would I
Yes.
just give you the name of the club, or would I be the one to send the email?
Good question. I'm gonna do it. So for now, just sit tight. I'm gonna create like remember how we use Streak and we were able to create a genuine thing for each club?
minutos. I'm gonna text
Was that you? Echoing?
him.
Okay.
Maybe. Wait, hold
Had a
on.
bunch of calls on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh, I think yeah. Okay, that was me. Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
You're good. Let's call this okay. Okay. Is I am going to create a basically I'm collecting the emails of all the clubs right now of our current students. Once I have that, I will then go to the coaches and ask you guys for a specific name and also your club, and I will just send the email mentioning your name. And then at some point they may then talk to you about me, in which case then you can do their selling point. And if it's your club, you'll always get the priority to work with them if they want to work with us, which sometimes they will and sometimes they won't. So a lot of them have their own version, but not quite as extensive as ours. So nobody has as extensive as ours. That's a fact. We have the best one there is, but some club teams don't want us, and if that's the case, that's okay. But we want to help we're trying to help as many people as possible. That is the goal in a real, meaningful way. That is the goal. Okay, it is a Zoom. So strange. Okay, Rob, this student is coming. They just reset them the Zoom link, and they'll be here soon.
Got it.
Okay, a couple questions. Zev, what if I don't know how to video? Then you need to go make one. Go make one ASAP. Is USL a good league? It's a very good league, but lacks exposure. Is USL Academies beneficial? Oh, there you go. There you go. You did. Look, Rob already answered it for you. Strictly plays other USL Academies. It's not ideal for recruiting. Very good, Mr. Ganella. You know exactly what I was going to say. Do you think I should play MLS next? If you can, it's a good place to aim for sure. It is a very good thing to aim for if you can. Sometimes you can and sometimes you cannot. Can I do a master's in the US? That was an old question, but the answer is yeah, you can do a master's in the US while you play college. Definitely, absolutely. Okay. The next call, Ryan. The next call, Ganel, I know you're gonna have to go after that. The next call is gonna reschedule, so you don't have to worry about the next call. So my point is.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for your time and your patience. I really appreciate it. And your son confirmed his attendance, which I am grateful for. The gentleman who's listening, he's my assistant. He also happens to be a former student of mine who has since also helped many students play college soccer. So you'll get to talk to him towards the end, just so you can ask him what it's like to work with me, because we have a couple goals today. Can I explain those today?
Sure.
Perfect. So the first goal is for you guys to get to know me, and for myself and Rob in this case to get to know you and see if we can help you. And then the second goal is to try and scare your son away from wanting to play college soccer at all. That way you, Dad, can relax, no more driving, can just chill on the weekends and just have a nice, easy life. Does that make sense? Okay.
Sure.
So Rob will help me try and scare you away from playing college soccer. Having said that, could I ask me who found me first?
It was me.
Amazing. And where did you find me?
On TikTok.
Very cool. And what did you tell your father about me?
That you were helping students to get scholarships into big colleges to play soccer.
Yes, that is definitely very well said. I bribed you well. Having said that, can you just start a little bit by telling me what have you done so far in the recruiting process?
I don't think anything at all.
Okay, that's very helpful. Now, from your perspective, why do you want to play college soccer?
Well, mostly to like get scholarships into really good colleges, and then just enjoy playing soccer at a high level.
Awesome. And right now, can I confirm that you have a 3.3 to 3.6 GPA?
Yes, around that.
Okay, 3.4-ish. And what level is the club team you're playing for right now?
I actually don't play for a club. I play for a school.
Okay, so your school team, is it a boarding school or is it just regular high school?
It's just a regular high school.
Okay. And has anybody in your family ever played college soccer?
No.
Okay, that's okay. And if I were to ask you, or I'm going to ask your father, why do you want to support your son in playing college soccer? What would you say?
Well, I mean, scholarship is a big thing, and if he can earn himself through scholarship, that would be lovely to have. And yeah, that's something that I'm excited about. But I'm just also have a few questions that probably I'd like to find out more on, and that's towards the end of our presentation.
Okay, that's fine. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, if you want a scholarship, get good grades. You're not going to get an athletic scholarship. He's way too late in the process. No, you don't have any video?
I do have a video.
You do have video. Okay, I don't see your video. Can you send it to me?
All right, sure.
That would be
Where
great.
do you want to send it to?
Can you send it to the Zoom chat here? Okay. I do want to see the video, but I can also tell you this. Without club soccer, just high school, it's very unlikely to get a scholarship. Now, having said that, you can get academic money, and you can get academic money by getting into the school, and you can get into the school if the soccer team likes you. For example, we have 2 students this year who have a 3.1 GPA, which is less than your son's. They wanted to go to a specific school, and the school gave them $100,000 in scholarship over the course of 4 years. So that's, basically $30,000 a year. So that is still possible for your son. But if you're thinking athletic scholarship, there's not that much money in that. Maybe you could go $2,000 to $3,000, maybe $10,000. But the reason there's not a lot of money in that is there's only 9.9 scholarships for the best teams in the country. Most scholarships, the teams only have 7 full scholarships. So they just split it up across everybody, and nobody really gets a full ride only on athletic. Does that make sense? Okay. So it's not to say he couldn't play. I haven't seen his video, so I do want to see that. Calvin, did you try and send it there?
Give me a second.
No worries. Take your time. While he's doing that and while your father's there, do you want to ask some of your questions? I can hear you okay.
No, I'm just wondering, like, I watched the video that was sent earlier,
Thank you.
and yeah, and I'm impressed with how you go about organizing yourself and with your coaches and all that, and what you do, and especially with the different schools that you connect with, and that's exciting to know. I'm wondering, is it like at the moment Calvin is an international student, so I'm just wondering if in any way that would jeopardize any of those opportunities. I mean, if he gets it.
Yes, very good question. What do you guys have, a green card or a working visa? How is he? Do you live in the United States, Kelvin?
Yes.
Where do you live?
In Michigan.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now, but he himself, Kelvin, you're not an American citizen.
No.
Okay. From your father's perspective, do you have a work visa at this time?
Well, I have, but it's very it's limited to where I'm at. It's not a green card.
Okay.
It's just
Got it. Okay, so to answer the question, I need Kelvin's video. The answer is yes. It plays a really big role. It makes the process a lot more difficult, even more difficult than you already have it. The reason it's extra difficult is school is very, very, very expensive for you guys. You know, normally if there's in-state tuition, which means if it's in the state of Michigan, for example, if there's there's being an American tuition, and then there's international tuition. So
that's right.
The answer to your question is yes, that will make it a lot more difficult. Now, your son is not the first person I've ever had. My name is Zev. So obviously my parents are not from here, and that's very typical. I've dealt with this before. The thing, though, is it does make it difficult. And what it does is it changes the types of schools we have to look at. There's another league called NAIA. So there's NCAA. Imagine that's like the Premier League. And then there's NAIA. Imagine that's like the Bundesliga. Okay, they're both very good. But, you know, more people know the Premier League than the Bundesliga. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So that's the difference. Now, here's the good news. There's a lot more money in the Bundesliga, NAIA, than there is in the Premier League because of NC. There's a lot of rules. So if you want money, if you're like, I want my son to get an education and get a scholarship, the NAIA route is a really good one. But one thing I was concerned about before our call is I assumed that your son had no video. But if he does have video, then I can give you better feedback. So, Kelvin, do you have that video?
Yes, I think I sent it.
In the Zoom chat? I don't see it in the Zoom chat. Do you text it to me?
I can.
Whichever one is easier. Is it on YouTube?
No.
Okay.
You think I could just send it to you via text?
Yeah. What's the link? What is it? Do you want to try and share your screen? We can watch it together.
We're just watching on his phone, so
Yeah.
Is it like a photo album?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have it on Google Drive or something? You can just share the link on Google Drive.
Okay.
Just open up your Google Drive first.
Uh-huh. It's this one.
Yeah, okay, we'll do.
Wait, maybe it's this one.
You can also try and share your screen if you want to. But there's a green button, like a green arrow button that you might see where it says share screen.
Yeah, this is the one. Sure.
No. It's not the one. Yeah, it's that one. It's this one. So share.
Just say share.
Uh-huh.
And copy. And basically I start just concentrate first.
And person.
And scratch share. Okay.
Send copy link.
Oh yeah, that's good. Copy link would be good.
All right.
I'm gonna paste the link.
At the chat. Yes.
All right, good job. I got it. Thanks, guys. Okay. Oh, sorry. One more thing. I'm going to request access. It's on a private. So if you go to your email and you just click yes, then I'll be able to look at, or you can change the link to viewable by all.
Okay.
And you're going into 12th grade, is that correct?
No, I'm going into 11th grade.
Okay, that's really helpful. That's very, very good. Okay, good. Going into 11th
Do you have
grade.
access? Oh,
Let me double check here. Okay. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, let me give me a second. Let me watch this for a minute. I'm going to share my screen so you can see my live reaction, and I also want my Rob to see it. So just hang tight for a minute.
Which one is you?
Yeah.
the one that's gonna score.
Your father brings up a very good point. The tap in, very good goal.
Yeah, I'm the guy running now. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. I'll watch the rest of the video. I will because I'm curious. But couple things. You can't, unfortunately, you cannot send this to college coaches for a couple reasons. Number one, as your father said, he's your dad, he can't tell who you are. If he can't tell who you are, college coaches are going to have no idea, and they will not watch the video. The second thing is your opponents that you're playing against, it's evident that they're not very good. Now, it doesn't mean you're not really good. You're clearly better than them, but when coaches see that, they're going to go, I can't really tell. So let me ask you a couple quick questions. From the video you showed me, from what I just saw, and I can watch the rest of it, and maybe there's some more. I saw you play indoor too, but there's probably like 15 clips that I can really use where I'm like, this is a good clip that represents you well. But a lot of it I probably won't be able to use. So I guess my immediate question is, this summer, are you going to be playing some soccer?
No, not at. I don't think so.
Okay, now here's the other good news. If you were a junior, I would literally tell you, I cannot help you. It is too late. And you're going into your senior year, and we would just go our separate ways. But because of you're going into 11th grade, I can fix a lot of this stuff. But I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be pretty difficult. And there's a couple things we're going to have to make an agreement. Division I soccer is not realistic. Division II soccer is going to be a reach. And Division III soccer is also going to be a reach. It's not about your level, a little bit about your level. But the main reason is two things. Exposure, meaning you're not playing club soccer. Number two, your high school is not a very good level. Like the goalkeeper on the other team there, he's not goalkeeping correctly. You can see his movements are not right. So I know that the other team's not very good, which means there's two other leagues. There's this league called NAIA, and there's another league called USCAA. Now, here's the good news. These two leagues have the most money for scholarship. They give more money than any of the other leagues. The difference, the reason they give more money is they have a religious background. They're smaller, and they have more donations because they're smaller schools, and they don't have to abide by the same rules. One of those rules is they can take international players. On the other teams, there's a cap where they can only take so many. On these other teams, there's an unlimited amount that they can technically have as an international, and it will be cheaper for you. Does this make sense? Okay.
Yes.
Now, the level of those teams that I'm talking about are better than your high school, and it's competitive. You could go to school, you could get educated, you'll be on a soccer team, but they still are run very professionally. But the traditional Premier League model, which is like what Rob did, or what what you see Ohio State is, like you mentioned, they're one of your top schools. That's what they compete in. I don't think that's realistic for you today. Now, my job would be to improve the situation. So one day we could talk to a D3 and a D2. Division One will only be realistic in your case if you're playing MLS Next or ECNL. Does that make sense? Do you know what those leagues are? Have you heard of those before?
I've only heard of MLS Next.
Okay. Your father, have you heard of those before?
Yeah, a little bit of.
Okay. So basically they're club teams. They can be expensive. They do cause travel, but you have to be in those leagues because that's where the coaches go. Now, on top of that, you have to go to ID camps. You will have to go to many ID camps, not one or two, multiple over the course of this time. They cost between $50 to $200 to $300 around there. So, having said that, this is just me being honest. I like helping an underdog. You are an underdog. Your video is not good. You're not playing club soccer. You are a good player. I like your situation, but you are facing an uphill battle. Does that make sense? And I'm the one here being honest with you. So, having said that, these are the stages we need to take. Stage number one, I'm going to take a certain amount of your clips and I'm going to use them. The rest of them are trash and we cannot use. I'm then going to tell both of you how to get more footage of your son. I'm going to give him exercises to do at home to improve, but frankly, to get video because we're going to need that video. He's going to have to join a team this summer of some kind, even if it's pickup league, and he's going to have to get good video. That video does not work. It cannot be vertical. It will be sideways with an iPhone. You with me? Yeah. Okay. Number three is he hasn't done anything, right? So no phone calls. He's way behind, way behind. So I need to write his email, and then I want to tell him I'm going to tell him which schools he can email. We're going to start with these lower level schools because one, you want scholarship, and two, they're more realistic. Now, if he gets interest from them and they say, hey, we really like you, we want you to come to camp, and he goes to camp and he does well, now we can talk about Division 3, then we can talk about Division 2, then we can talk about Division 1, but not until we break that bubble. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, I'm going to say one other thing. I'm going to share my screen here for a second. So the other thing is when we're working with players, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. When we're working with players in your situation, I'm going to be completely honest with you. What I should tell you is that you can't work with us. That's what I should say. We don't tend to take players in your situation. We don't work with internationals. We don't work with kids that don't play club soccer, and we don't work with kids that have no video. But I really liked what your dad said, which was you were impressed with what we do and you want to help your son. So I'm going to explain basically, this is what I'm going to explain. So, all right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull this up so I can show this to you. So the first thing is when we work with students, and I charge a fee, which I'll talk about in a minute, but it varies per person. So here is the first thing. So for you, when we work with students, yours will not be this much, but it gives you an idea of how much it often is. There's also these other companies. Okay. I never recommend them. I never like these companies, but in your case, there is an argument for you to try this one. It's way less expensive than me for the cheaper version. It's not as good as I am, but the types of schools you're looking for, schools that are in what are called the USCAA and the NAIA, this website could potentially help you with those types of schools. And you can look them up. I'll just show you. NCSA. It's a huge company. I hate them. I don't like them because they don't treat you as an individual. But for your situation, there's some value. These ones don't do those ones. Okay, then the big thing is they're going to put you on a platform, and they claim that on that platform, the coaches will come find you. I'm telling you now, that's not what happens. But the schools you're going to have to consider, NAIA and this thing called USCAA, they are on this platform. The other schools that they think they are, they're really not, but they claim to be, but they're actually not. So one of the things I would do with you is I would have you, even if you work with me, I'd have you get the free version of this. Then you you would work with me, but I'd have you on this, which is pretty rare. I've never said that before because of your situation. Now, I edit all your videos. You saw the AI system. I'm 24/7. They don't do any of those things. Even if you pay for the highest thing, they don't have any of these. But they do have this platform. And on this platform, it says, if we're on the platform, coaches will email you. And they do, but they're robot emails. Okay, they're not real. But yes, you get a bunch of robot emails. Now, the other thing with you that is another reason it's hard for me to work with you is you have so limited video. Does that make sense? So here's the deal.
Yes.
To work with me, we have meetings every Sunday. NCSA don't do that. We have unlimited one-on-one meetings, which for you, you're going to need. You can message us all the time. We're going to edit all your videos. We're actually going to go through the videos with you and talk about how you can improve as a player. You saw the Google Drive. You saw the AI. The AI for you is going to be really important. And the other systems do not have that. And this is what it looks to work with me. Now, in saying that, if in 3 months you're not being recruited, then I refund this amount. But here's what I'm going to be honest. In your scenario, I can only do this. I can only do this if you can promise me you will get me more quality video. If you don't give me more quality video, then to be honest, you should not work with me. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Now, here's the good news. This is the amount, which we can talk about in a minute. If we get him into a USCAA school or into an NAI school, he's going to earn $20,000 a minimum if we do it correctly. Does that make sense?
Sure.
That's the goal. Now, I can't promise it. What this says is if in the first 3 months of us working together, assuming you give me more video, if he's not being genuinely recruited, then I'll refund you basically in the first 3 months. So I have to say, as I mentioned, I like you guys. You're way more work for me than any other student we have because of where you stand. But I'm willing to do the work with you if you are willing to do the work with me. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So let me say this. You're not allowed to decide today if you want to work with me. You have to think about it. But let's pretend I tied you to a chair and you had to decide today. What questions, Kelvin, I'm going to start with you. What questions do you have?
So you're saying for me right now, the highest I can go to is D2, D3?
Yes.
Okay.
Any questions from your father?
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I mean, when you talk about footage, it's like I'm sure this summer there's really nothing coming on yet. Okay. At the public school.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think anything on summer. So do you have like a time frame like that you're looking at? Like,
Good question. I'm going to give him exercises to do tomorrow. I need that on video tomorrow. He will record himself with his iPhone. He can do it in the backyard. I need that ASAP.
all right. And with the 3 months that you're talking about, that's 3 months from the time we agreed to be part of your training regime.
That's when that's the period where I say, hey, we have to get results in 3 months. Correct. The day we start to the day we end. Now I'm with him until he graduates college. It's a lifetime. So if he has to transfer one day, you can still work with us. I'm with him all the way through until he graduates college.
All right. So, okay. So if I get you right, like that 3 months would be the time you will help him to get into the NC something college, right?
I'm going to help him the entire time, 11th grade, 12th grade, for 2 years. I'm saying that in the first 3 months, I expect results. Results mean I expect him to be on phone calls. I expect him to text. I expect him to email. I expect him to be invited to camps. But I'm going to help him for 2 years. But in the first 3 months, if I'm not, this is just me being honest. If I don't get results in 3 months, then my process does not work. And then we should go our separate ways and you shouldn't have to pay me.
Okay, sure. Okay. And And $5,000 is for 2 years or however that you'd be.
Until he graduates college. So it's from now until he's 23 years old.
Okay. All right. That's wonderful. It's good to know.
Yes, of course. So here's the last thing. Your situation is complicated. In the contract, in your specific contract, it's going to say, if you don't show up to my meetings with me and my coaches, you're fired and we're not going to work together. It's going to say that if your grades drop below a 3.0, you're fired. Okay. Education for me always comes first. And then number three, it's going to say, it's going to say, you have to get me video. If you don't get me more video, then you're also fired. And then fourth, it will say, if I'm not getting you recruited in 3 weeks in with our program, then I'm fired. Does that make sense? And so here's the last thing. I work with a very limited amount of students. Your case is a tough scenario. I want to take it on. I want to help. But like I said, it's a tough scenario. So I have to have a decision within 24 hours. If tomorrow you email me back and say, Zev, we need one more day, that's okay. But if I don't hear from you by tomorrow, then I have to give the position to somebody else. Sound like a deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to email you right now. Wait for it. I'm going to email you right now. I have Gabby Kelvin, and El Gasok. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Perfect. So I'm going to email that over. You'll have everything we just spoke about, all the steps, the contract, everything. If you decide, hey, we want to do this, all you have to do is you'll fill out, I'll just show you really quickly. You're going to fill out this contract. It's right here. You'll fill out this contract. This is how the payment is split up. The moment you fill out the contract, you're going to get an email. It's going to put you into the Discord. It's going to get you a coach. I monitor everything. I'm going to monitor your situation especially closely because of the video situation. Then I'm going to set you up after that. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to send this to you right now. I just sent it. And I'm going to watch the rest of your video because I'm curious. And then I'll talk to you guys soon. Sound like a deal?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome, guys. Have a wonderful day. Kelvin, if I go live, make sure you say hi, okay?
All right.
All right. Talk soon, guys. Bye.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Oh, I hung up on one. Okay. Let me see here. Can't hear. Could you not hear me that whole time? Twitch, can you hear me or no? Okay. So is it possible to get to college offers if you only play high school soccer? Yes, but you have to aim for Division III. I'm just waiting for my July ID camps right now. I've already sent out my most recent videos and academics. Is there anything else I can do? Book VXTOR. Book the camps that you want to go to. Don't wait because they'll get filled up. How can I get in a soccer academy at 11-year-old playing for my local soccer team? You must first find out the teams in your area. So you can go to Got Soccer Rankings to find teams in your area. Okay, Ticker Talk. Okay, let's see here. Thanks. I'm 20 years old, become a pro. We only help with college. Is it too late for a 2024 graduate? W, yes, it is. There are exceptions, but it's really challenging. Do you coach teams or anyone? Nope. I just do recruiting. Thoughts on Rockhurst University? It's a good program, Grayson. Is Serie A Elite good or no? No. Hey Zev, what would be the ideal length of a highlight video? 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes would be perfect. 2 minutes 30 seconds would be perfect. Okay, good questions, everybody. Good questions. All right. The next call canceled. They're going to reschedule, I believe. Hey, Jalen from yesterday, Buckner University coach really wants me to come to camp. Jalen, I'm super glad to hear that. That's awesome. Good job, Jalen. Good job. I spoke to Jalen yesterday, everybody. Good job, Jalen. I'm very proud of you. Hey, Zev, the Bucknell coach is a really good coach. He coached me at the pro level, and he plays really good soccer, which is probably why he wants you. Hey, Zev, I was told by some Ivy Leagues that they're still recruiting for 2025 women. That is true. They are still recruiting. July 1st is when the pre-reads happen, so that's when things will snap up quick. August to November, they'll be done. If a coach responds to my email, I will be maybe December, but pretty much that. If a coach responds to my email with I will be at the blank camp on blank date, does that show interest? Not if it's generic. If he says like, hey, can you come to either of these camps? I'm going to be at them. Then that could be genuine. How hard is it to play college soccer if you play for EDP? Very difficult. Aim for Division 3. What does it take for a D2 transfer to a D1? Doesn't have to be the highest level D1. Every touch videos consistently all the time. Play USL 2, and you need to get into the portal. Zev, I only have high school footage for now. Is that okay? That is okay, but aim for Division 3. Do you help people from different countries? Yes. Click the link in the bio. Sorry, Zev, I didn't hear your response. Cam, what did you ask me? I was told by Ivy Leagues. The answer is 797. That is correct. The girls will be done. July 1st is when pre-reads are permitted. So July 1st, they're going to get a bunch of pre-reads in, help them decide what kids can academically get into the school. Then they'll be done around August. November, they'll be hopefully all done. That's their goal. I have high school footage and club footage. Which one should I send out to coaches? You should mix them together and put just the best things in the video. But if you're a player in college, you can't send every touch videos while you're in season. That's correct. You have to wait until after the season is over, get into the portal, and then send the every touch videos. CO26, D3 coach, watch the game, ask for a schedule and ID camp in August. How to keep in touch. Send them every touch videos, Christopher Reyes. That's the best way to keep in touch. Follow them on Instagram, post your videos on Instagram, tag them on Instagram. That's very important. Anything else here? Oscar, he will go back to ECNL or MLS next. Okay, is it better? Is it late for a 24 graduating gap year and will be playing club during gap? Well, it depends. If he's taking a gap year, that makes him a 25. Then he could, no, then he can still play college soccer, but he should aim for Division 2 and Division 3 first. Hi, Samantha. Hello, Sam Thompson. Hello, Zach Holt. What's up, dude? Okay, good questions. Yes, Chrome, you can ask me questions here. You can definitely ask questions. You set up automation somehow? So every time I go live, it's put on Discord. Okay. Okay. Zev, I have watched D1 games in a nearby college and they didn't look impressive. I was wondering what separates them from the rest. Oh, I don't know which teams you watched. I don't know what separates them, but one thing you should know is watching them doesn't always do them justice. And here's the other thing, you may not think they're good and they may not be good, but unfortunately you want to play at that level for now. So you got to aim for that level for now. Once you get an offer, then you can deal with changing if you want to. Yeah, then you can deal with changing. Okay. Okay. Is UWGB a good college for soccer? Yes, they are very good. My college coach are telling me to move because I'm too good, so I should have to take a trial for Man City. It's pretty amazing, Elliot. That's pretty cool. D2 coach asked me if I have any games in Charlotte area, but I don't have my club schedule yet. Then send them every touch videos for what you have and go to their camp for sure. Also, you can even depending on the email situation, you could ask them to trial with their team, but they probably don't want to have you on trial yet. They want to see more of you. Watching a game is different than playing in it. Every player in college is good. There you go. Very good. Well said. Every player in college is very good. It is very true. What's up, everybody? Okay, even if it is my end goal. Top 10 D2 schools in California. Off the top of my head, Cal State LA, Cal Poly Pomona, Charleston, San Francisco State, St. Leo, Palm Beach Atlantic. That was quite a few of them, but if you want to know the exact top 10, just go look up the NCAA tournament and you can see who made it the furthest into the tournament. Even if it's not my end goal. If I can get interest from D2 and D3, do you recommend getting in touch with community college? Yes. I do recommend that. Yes. I can't believe my goat Scotland would let Germany win like that. Is it worth recording Sunday League matches or would that be useless? Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Any game footage is still game footage. Well said. Is it bad to go to 2 different individual ID camps back-to-back days? Jalen, sometimes. It depends. I would need to know more information. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. I would need to know more. It would depend which schools you were interested in, etc. Okay, everybody. So the next call is in 15 minutes. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Shit. That's not good. I checked the recruiting class for 2024 for CCAA and Pac West, and 70-80% of them were MLS. What website did you go to? ECNL and even some USL Championship. What website did you go to, Mr. Basketball? I want to see that statistic. That's a cool statistic. It's not realistic for EA and NPL. Let me go look at the statistic myself, Mrs. Basketball. What's the website? Oh, Rose. Thank you, Luke Brown. Can I go D1? I don't know anything about you, Luke Brown. I kind of just did it on my own by looking at the recruits on Instagram and saw where they played. Oh, very good. You're correct. 80% are. You are 100% right. You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. I'm going to a tournament in North Carolina. Do you think I will get noticed by coaches? I have no idea. I haven't reached out to any of the schools that'll be there. Then no. Then, I mean, it's still possible, but very unlikely. I looked at schools like Point Loma, CPP, Cal State LA, Westmont, Hawaii, Hilo. I saw most MLS Next. That is true. We have kids that are playing Elite Academy. We have two kids playing Elite Academy at Point Loma, one kid ECNL at Westmont, another Elite Academy at Westmont. We have one NPL at Hawaii, and at Cal State LA, we have NPL player. Zev, are you familiar with MWC League in Midwestern Conference League? And there were two D2-1 commits. I am very familiar in that league. That is a very good league. That is legit. Legitness. Oh. How rare is it for MWC players to go D1 like them? As a 2012 going to UPenn camp, as a 2021 recruit going to UPenn camp, I should not do the 2-day camp. I have interest from only an email. 797. I need to know more about you. I need to know what other interests you've had. I need to know what your goals are. I don't know the answer. I'm sorry. How rare is it for MWC players to go to D1 like them? Pretty rare, I would say. It's possible, but pretty rare. Thoughts on college Lindenwood? Lindenwood's a good school. Lindenwood is a good team. Their coach is good. I like they play good soccer, actually. They play good soccer. Trying to get him to come watch one of my games this weekend. That would be great, Luke Brown. Zev, the only footage I have from high school is fall 23. Is that too late to make a video? No, you can use that video. They don't really care about when it was made. They just care if it was good. Chrome, you can ask questions here. I hope you guys can hear me on YouTube. Okay, I have a few more minutes. I think everybody, I'm going to stop. It was a pleasure talking to you all. If you have any questions, give me a call. Let's see here. What, yo, Zev, I was starting fullback for my varsity team in Mexico, and we got 4th in the country. What do you think about that in terms of going D1? It's very unlikely to go Division 1, to be honest, unless you play in the United States or you're playing for like a team that's in La Liga. A team that's in like the Mexican actual youth academy. So I would aim for Division 3. What is NAI and JC like? Like, what's the level, and can you please rank every college level? Oh, okay. So it goes 3D cam. It goes NCAA, then NAIA, then USCAA, then probably junior college. But junior college and NAI is like the level of Division 2. It's very good. It's very, very good. Good questions, everybody. Thank you for coming. Okay, I have one more here. I have a good interest from high D3 like MIT and low major D1 I'm a 6 foot forward girl. That's fantastic. What's your question? As a 2012 recruit going to a UPenn camp, I should not go to, I see what you're saying, Cam. I still don't know. I appreciate you explaining that about yourself, but I still don't know enough. I need to read the exact emails of what was said and how it was said to help you decide what camp to go to. Give me a call. Call me. That's the best way I can help. Otherwise, I might give you bad advice. Okay, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Zev, what does it mean when I get an invite to a camp from a coach that love my video? It means they want to see you play in person and they probably like you. You should definitely consider that camp. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon.